Boom shakalaka, is it too late to get into Bitcoin? This is the truth that no one wants to admit. If you're just getting started in Bitcoin, watch this video first. What's up everyone, Randy here from Crypto Love. Today's video, is it too late for Bitcoin? What everybody is getting wrong. I mean, the Bitcoin already pumped. It's too late, right? Well, we're going to get into all of that. Specifically, we're going to be covering these three important topics for if you are just getting into Bitcoin now. That's going to set you apart from pretty much everybody out there. Very important to know. I've been in Bitcoin and crypto for 8 years. These are things I wish I would have known 8 years ago. And guess what? They're only more important now. What are they? Well, there's first the story of the teen Bitcoin millionaire. There's next, dollar cost averaging is stupid. And then the third one, I'm not going to tell you until later, so you watch the whole darn video. So let's get into it today. Before we do, clearly like the video, join us on Twitter at @TheCryptoLove, and subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making videos since 2017. Now, why are we making this video? Well, right now, Bitcoin is sitting 5% away from previous all-time highs. Pretty much the highest price it's ever been. In case you need visualization, the only time the Bitcoin price was higher was the red dots. Do you see them? I know, it's really hard. They're right here. These were the only times in Bitcoin price history when price was higher. The rest of the time, Bitcoin is lower. So we are just about at the highest price Bitcoin has ever been in its entire history. And simultaneously, nobody cares. This to me is shocking. Maybe to you, it's not. But if we take a look at Bitcoin on Google search trends, we can see we're nowhere near search that we were in December of 2017, nor February of 2021, nor even the peak back in November of 2024 or March of 2024. You can see nobody is searching for Bitcoin right now, but price is about to break previous all-time highs. And guess what? This has happened a few times before. The same scenario where Bitcoin was approaching previous all-time highs and nobody cared about Bitcoin happened right when Bitcoin went from $60,000 to $108,000. It also happened before then when Bitcoin went from $20,000 to $70,000. So guess what? We're probably on the verge of another move like that. So that being said, if you are new to Bitcoin, there's three important things that you should know about, is it too late to get into Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin price is expensive now. It's $100,000 a Bitcoin. Oh my freaking gosh. Could the price go up? Yeah. Could the price go down? Yeah. But I have a feeling it's going to go in one of those directions more than another. So sit tight. We have three stories to tell you to learn something about, well, is it too late to get into Bitcoin? First story is the teen Bitcoin millionaire story. There used to be a video. It was taken down. It was a BuzzFeed News video called Teen Bitcoin Millionaire. Now, 4 years ago, I made a video kind of talking about this guaranteed strategy to become a teen Bitcoin millionaire. Now, in that video, it was a young kid. He was probably, 16 or something. And he was talking about how he's a Bitcoin millionaire. And you know how he became a Bitcoin millionaire? It was not from trading cryptocurrency. It was not from trading Bitcoin. It was not from leverage trading. Definitely not. It was not from buying meme coins. So kind of running out of options, right? He bought Bitcoin and then he sat on it for 6 years. How many people have the patience to do that? That is something that if you stick with Bitcoin for 6 years, pretty much it goes up an order of magnitude every halving. Now this could change based on the log cycle or something like that. But if that means that Bitcoin price likely will go up not 10x, but 100x from where you buy it right now, if you were to buy $100,000, which I think is $10,000, math in my head right now, but if you did that, guess what? You would be a millionaire in about 6 to 8 years. So that is the first thing that you should know about Bitcoin. It takes time. Which brings us to the second one. Dollar cost averaging is stupid. Now you're saying, how could that be possible? How could everybody says dollar cost averaging? DCA, stack your sats, dude, right? Except they say bro, because that's what everybody says instead of dude nowadays. They say stack your sats, bro. And well, they may be wrong. There was a study done here in Medium, and you can actually run the whole thing. I think there's a Python script down at the bottom if you wanted to find it. It's all on GitHub. Yeah, so you could run it yourself. This was actually run 6 years ago, but I'm sure it still holds true. This takes a look at dollar cost averaging, and it says, does it actually work? So it says, let's say you had some money, you wanted to invest it, but you want to know, is it better to put it all in at once, kind of bulk buy, or is it better to dollar cost average, put a certain amount in every day or every week or every month, something like that, just on a regular schedule? And most people will tell you dollar cost averaging, but it turns out they're kind of wrong. When you take a look at things, the areas in red is when it's better to just plop all of the money in at once. The areas in the green is when it's better to dollar cost average. So you can see that these green areas occur at the peak and on the way down from the peak. So if you're considering that we're at a peak or on the way down from a peak, then dollar cost averaging is a better strategy. The rest of the time, you're just better off plopping all of the money into Bitcoin. Interesting enough, right? And he basically sums it up down at the bottom that most, but not all the time, you get better future returns if you buy Bitcoin all at once rather than dollar cost averaging. However, dollar cost averaging does work better if you're buying during a bear market or if the price is already some way up a large vertical rise. And this last one, I think, is the most important one. Dollar cost averaging is psychologically easier. So if in doubt, rather dollar cost average and be happy. And this one is important because there's a good chance. This isn't from me. This is from Dave Ramsey, and he's a financial genius. But he says there's a good chance the reason that you're broke is not because you're dumb. You're actually trying to be too smart for money. You're trying to be rational about money. We're just not rational with money. We are completely impulsive, irrational when it comes to money. And because of that, we get into trouble. We buy the top, we sell the bottom, we don't dollar cost average or do dollar cost average, but then we stop doing it and all these different things, dumb things we do with money. And most of all, people are looking for one big win. And this is going to come to our third one in a minute. But if you take a look at people who are wealthy and have sustained wealth for a long time, generally it's not from one big win. If you look at people who had one big win, think of like MC Hammer or any lottery winner you've ever heard of. They gain a lot of money and then they lose a lot of money really fast. And if you're looking for one big win, you're probably going to have one big loss right after that. But psychologically easier, dollar cost averaging, set it and forget it, Ron Popeil style, that you can do and not have to worry about anything. So that being said, dollar cost averaging, while it may not be the optimal strategy as seen on this chart here, it's still something that I've been doing since I got into Bitcoin 8 years ago because, hey, you set it and forget it and then you don't even have to think about it. And yeah, sure, sometimes you buy the top, but a lot of times you buy the bottom as well. Which brings us to strategy number 3. And thanks to those of you who stuck around the video to find out what this one is. Leverage trading secrets, right? This is a thing that you want to know. Because, hey, if you've got like $10 and you want to become a Bitcoin millionaire, the only way to do that is like 1,000,000x leverage, right? I think it would probably be 100,000x leverage at that point. But regardless, you want to know the leverage trading secrets because you see all these videos, everybody's leverage trading. You see them doing $20 million trades and driving around in super sweet cars and luxury villas in Dubai and all these exotic places in the world. And you're like, I want that now. How do I do it? Oh, let me use their affiliate link. Well, here's the leverage trading secrets. Everyone gets liquidated. That's right, everyone. I've never met a person who's made money leverage trading. I've met lots of people who have made money from affiliate links selling leverage trading, but I've never met anyone who's made money leverage trading. I've met a lot of people who have lost hundreds of thousands and or millions of dollars leverage trading. People who were retired, who had to go back to work because they got into leverage trading, because it is kind of like degenerate gambling. But you won't find anyone getting rich off of leverage trading except for the people who are selling affiliate links. So if leverage trading is your thing, yeah, sure, set up an affiliate link, start getting people to use that link. You will become rich through the affiliate links. You will not get rich from leverage trading. And that, my friends, is a dirty little secret about leverage trading that nobody wants you to know. And the worst part about leverage trading is not only do you lose, but generally you get completely wiped out. So it's not like the market just went down, and it's not like the exchange just manipulated it to wipe out all the leverage. It's literally everything you have gone. Period. Back to work at McDonald's. End of story. So, there in a nutshell are 3 things it's important to know if you're getting into Bitcoin now. My opinion, is it too late to get into Bitcoin right now? Absolutely not. Bitcoin's been around for what, like 15 years or less? I don't remember. But it's got a long way to go as long as the world keeps on going. We're just at the infancy right now. They're still mining Bitcoin until 2140. There's a very long time. And guess what? As they say in real estate, the best time to buy a house is 10 years ago. The second best time is today. And the same goes for the scarcest asset to ever exist in the history of humanity, Bitcoin. That's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, there's a playlist right up there you might enjoy. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom. Shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.